Hello and good evening. My name is Ohad Schwartz. I'm the CEO of CoreBone, a company that develops bioactive bone grafts out of corals that we grow ourselves. Unfortunately, I could not attend the event myself today, so I hope technology will work well. Bone graft is a type of a bone replacement. It acts as a scaffold to promote new bone growth and increase bone volume, and mainly in cases of bone loss, injury, or implant procedure. A good bone graft has to be bioactive, meaning to attract new bone cells and to build the new bone from inside out. It also has to be replaced by the new bone as it grows, preferably by osteoclastic activity. It also has to be strong, at least as a bone, and it is advised that it will be safe. There are several types of bone grafts in the market. The leading type of bone graft is organic bone graft. It is basically a bone that is taken from other person. It is bioactive because it's bone, it has the strength of the bone. It also has good remodeling qualities, but it is high risk because it has the risk of disease transfer. In order to get rid of those risks, you pass the bone chemical treatment, and then it loses its bioactive activities because there's no organic materials left in it. It is still strong, but it also losing the remodeling qualities, and it's still risky because it usually comes from cows, and you have the mad cow disease, or pigs. Synthetic products, however, overcome this issue of risks, but they are weak. There are also sea coral type products. They're coming from the sea. They are not bioactive. They have the bone shape, but they also have risk of coming from the sea. In CoreBone, we took a completely different approach. We use corals, which is known as very good bone-growing material, and you can see here that our coral on the left side has the same shape of the bone itself. But we grow the corals ourselves. We have our own coral farm in the desert. And we have a patent, issued patent, that enable us to embed bioactive minerals, meaning a type of a diet that we give to the corals, and these minerals are embedded in the corals during its growth. As a result, it's bioactive, it attracts new bone cells, it has the same structure as the bone, as you can see, which enables vascularity, which is essential for bone growth. And it has the strength of the bone between the cancellous and the cortical bone. It also remodels as the new bone grows by osteoclastic activity, and it has very low risk because we control the whole process of growing the corals ourselves. It is a large market, over 4 billion euro, and it's growing because population ages and people want to look better, so they make implant procedures and they want to functionize better. So the implant industry is growing, but there's a good saying that says there's no implant without bone. But usually, when you have an implant procedure, you don't have a bone in the first place. That's why you need the implant procedure. And one of the trends is the organic products are in decline during the biological risk that I've mentioned before. We tested our products in several studies, and we found that our product strength is 18 megapascals, which is 2 to 3 times stronger than most of our competitors. A leading medical device company in Europe tested our product versus human bone, which you can see in the top chart on the left side. They found out that our coral was 5 to 8 times stronger than the human cancellous bone that they use from bone banks. So, and you know that strong bone it's very important. We tested our product also in animal models where we implanted it below the skin. We saw that within 21 days we had very large quantity of bone created. We also had very large quantity of new bone marrow, which you can see with the arrows. And would we not have a bioactive product, no bone marrow was created. We can also see that the new bone was laid, opposed over the coral itself. You can see the white areas on the top without any connecting tissue, which means that we have connectivity between the new material and the new bone. without any connecting tissues. Today, we're in the clinical study phase. We have ongoing clinical study for dental procedure it's for socket preservation after tooth extraction, which is a major issue today. And most of the common practices, which is filling the void with granules that you can see on the lower part, are not very efficient because it's very difficult to keep the bone graft stable. So we use a unique solution that we developed by leveraging the natural coral itself, which has a roof tooth shape. And we have very good results by now. We grow the corals ourselves, as we mentioned, in our own coral farm. It is a self-contained system, and we don't use anything that comes from the sea. Our first corals arrived 8 years ago, and since then, we just grow and regrow the corals. We don't use corals for water from the sea. We take drinking water, we desalinate, and we build artificial seawater. That way we control the content of the water, and we can embed the bioactive minerals. And we also avoid any sea contamination that may occur. We control the growth process on a daily basis. We have our QA people on site, and we control the growth, the light, the wave, and the feeding system. As a result, through the optimal condition we give, our corals grow 10 times faster than in nature. And we are very close to launch our product. We passed the ISO audit very successfully, no remarks, and we expect our CE certification within the fourth quarter of this year, meaning within a month or two. We also expect to submit FDA application, which is 510K, by the mid of 2017. We have ongoing clinical study for dental procedures, and we are under planning of our first orthopedic study. We have ongoing production, as I mentioned before, and we're also in discussion with some leading medical device companies for strategic alliance for marketing and potentially also investments. And as you can see on the left side of the slide, we have a full product line which has granules, which is the most standard shape of product in the market in different sizes, blocks, and the root-like device that I've mentioned before. And we have the right team to do it. I myself have vast experience in medical device industries and in marketing position worldwide. But more important is my partner, Professor Isaac Bilderman, who is the leading expert in bone biology in the world. He is professor for dental medicine and bioengineering. He was the leading former head of dental department of the Israel largest hospital in Israel. And we also have our coral production man, who is one of the most experienced persons in that world. We're looking to raise $400,000 now in order to expand our clinical studies and to conduct our first product launch. We have a leading investor, and we're also in cooperation with Daniel Oliver from Capital Cell, who is there in the crowd and can answer some questions that I may not answer because I'm not in present. You have all our data in the platform, and I really thank you for the opportunity to present us online. Thank you.